next speaker is Dave Ward. He is General Secretary of the Communication Workers Union, and as you can imagine, that is a union that has mastered and perfected the art of use of social media, and I'm sure he'll tell us all about it. So, Dave Ward.
All right. Yeah, thanks. I was thinking about the question that's on the thing. How do you deal with the media? And I'm going to say that you're cheerful about things. Yeah. Do you remember the song? Ian Dury and the Blockheads. Reasons to be cheerful. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons that we don't need to get bogged down with Brexit. That's not one of the reasons. Why? Don't get bogged down with Brexit. Don't get bogged down with internal politics of the Labour Party. Stick to the issues and we will win. Reason 1, I'm very, very excited and cheerful. In a couple of weeks' time, our union is going to deliver a massive yes vote for industrial action on a massive turnout. We are going to smash again the Tory anti-trade union laws, and you will see that, and I know that you'll support us to get the biggest turnout we can, and the Morning Star always does. That dispute is, for us in our industry, a watershed dispute. There's no walking away from it. It's the things we fought against, and I fought against all my life as a postal worker. From when I joined the company at 16, defending workers. It's about the service that we provide to the public, it's about having decent terms and conditions, and it's about making sure that postal workers, our members, can bring their families up on a decent wage and have a decent job. And we are not letting anybody take that away from us. We are going to be in a big, big battle, and we want all of your support in that. There's some fantastic strikes going on at the moment around the movement. I do think this is going to be a very significant one because of how it connects with all of the things that we're going to be talking about at the moment. Reason 2 to be cheerful. I think the song was part 1, part 2. I've invented part 1, part 2 and part 3. Reason 2 to be cheerful is I am so optimistic at the moment about the trade union movement's role within the Labour movement. I think there's a growing realisation that as good as Jeremy is, John, Richard, all of the people who have supported us in transforming Labour's policies, we have a role ourselves to change society. And we have a role to change the world of work. And we've been pushing as a union, along with other union leaders, the need for our movement to deliver a bold new deal for workers. And that is built around 4 very simple principles. 1, greater cooperation between unions in making sure that we grow union membership. Bring back a style of Brighton agreement that means we cooperate, not any more internal competition. And I think that's starting to resonate and people are starting to work together in a much bigger way. Second point on that is to have collective bargaining agendas to make sure that we take on sectors. We were talking, Len, myself, Tim Roach and others, around the sector that we're in. We don't have to wait for political change. We can take that fight onto these bosses that are running out there with all of these low-cost employment models. We can root that out. So that's the second reason. That's the second point of the new deal. Third deal is publish a manifesto. That's been done. We've got to build on it. But I tell you the main point of it, some action. We've agreed at the TUC that there will be a day of action for workers in this country, whether you're in a union or you're not, on the 1st of May. And we've got to use our media. We've got to use our media, like the Morning Star, like social media, to make sure that is the start of building a real fight back for workers in this country, and that we're going to shift the balance of forces in the world of work. Reason 3 to be cheerful is Jeremy Corbyn is the leader of the Labour Party. And I can only give you this first-hand experience of the transformation that I've seen personally. A number of years ago, I used to go in to the biz offices. We used to go in sometimes, very, very seldom, to number 10, to be told by the then leadership of the Labour Party that Royal Mail was a basket case. It had no future, and the Labour's policy of the leadership at that time was to part privatise our industry. And then the Tories and the Lib Dems weighed in, and then they created a coalition of privatisation. God, what a transformation when the leader of the Labour Party now is standing alongside you on the bloody picket line. There is so much this week to be positive about. There really is. And let's not get bogged down with Brexit. It is not the defining issue that's going to transform the lives of my children, grandchildren, all of us and all the people we represent. It is going to be a Corbyn-led government. We've banked the 2017 manifesto and we're building on it. We're building a vision for workers, for people who have been shafted for years and years in this country. We are shifting irreversibly the wealth and power of the UK, and right across the world that will continue. So, I'm here to say I'm very optimistic. I've got 3 reasons to be cheerful. There's a lot more I could tell you about, but I haven't got long enough. Well done to the Morning Star. We're with you, you're with us. Thanks very much.